getting masters in UK with HND, masters in US with HND. Why would you want to do PGD first? You can also do PGD in Canada. Whoa! How are you doing? Welcome to my live session. With you here is Dr. Linda Iheme. Yeah! So, what am I going to be doing today? I'm going to be answering so many questions that people have been asking on this page. I printed the questions out, right? Now, I'm not going to answer everything today because there are so many, all right? My team has been working on this. So, this is amazing. So, I'm going to be answering the questions. And how it goes is that I read the question and I answer it. I just got this brilliant idea because I always used to have these questions on my phone and I will not be able to read and answer. So I just cram one or two, then answer it when I come live. I just came up with the idea of printing them out, and that is amazing. Amazing. You can see, I'm not going to answer everything today, but I'm definitely going to be doing this more often. In fact, for focus, I'm just going to be answering, I think this is from 1 to 14 in this particular video. When I come next time, and then I'm going to answer another, I'll pick another one and answer. Isn't that amazing? So, I am here to answer your questions. Though I ask you to chat me inbox if you have more questions, okay? Refrain from dropping it on the page, please, so that we can answer your question. We want to answer them, but ask them at the right places, okay? Now, the question number 1 that I have here is, can one use a business partner's account details for proof of funds? Can someone use a business partner's account details for proof of funds? Yes and no, or let me put it, yes with caution. Let's assume that you need $5,000 to prove that, you need $5,000, and in your business account you have $200,000, right? Everybody knows that. Yeah, you can bring that out. Maybe you can say the business is sponsoring you, right? However, if you have $5,000, $7,000 that is in the account, money is moving up and down, nobody's going to believe that business will be able to bring out such amount of money. So what I would advise is that, yes, you have a business partner, either both of you want to use the business account, or it is the business partner's own account that you want to use. My advice is that the business partner, or you and the business partner, should send the money that you need into your own bank account. All right? Send the money that you need into your own bank account. Have a deed of gift. That's what they call it. Or let me put it in simple terms. A letter showing that your business is giving you this amount of money to go study abroad, right? It's similar to what you want to do. The difference is that the money is now in your account. So you write that letter and you have an affidavit, meaning a lawyer will sign it and stamp. Then you use your own account and the sponsorship letter, all right, or the letter deed of gift to use as proof of funds. I would advise that to remove a lot of complications, move the money from the business account to your own account and do the paperwork and use it for your application. Woo! I hope that helps somebody. Now, let's go to the next question. The next question is, somebody said, I am applying as a health worker. Can I use my husband's account for proof of funds? Yes, you can use your husband's account for proof of funds. It simply means your husband is sponsoring you. Same thing, your husband can give you his account and give you a sponsorship letter. Or your husband can move the money to your account and give you a letter saying that he is the one, he has given you this money as a gift. You're not going to pay it back. So the point is, yes, provided that money is there, you can use it or you can transfer it to your account. I always want to say, even though it's okay to use somebody's account, if they can give you the money, it is way, way better. Other people that I have worked with have had the situation where they have, like, let's say a husband has an account, right? The husband goes to the bank together with the wife, and the bank will add the wife to the account. Same. Let's say it is the wife who has the account. You will go to the bank with your husband, and they will add your husband to the account. All right. Now you are going to use, like, it's going to show that both of you have access to the money in this account. That is also fine. So the most important thing is yes, and I've given you options of how to go about it. Okay, question number 3 is say so this question says, can an international student be pregnant while studying? Yes, of course. Yes, of course. As an international student, if you are pregnant, you can travel with pregnancy. If you are here, then you get pregnant, it's totally fine. There's no rule against that. However, as an educational consultant, I'm going to ask you to prepare for, like, don't just say an international student can get pregnant. Woo! Then you even carry twins or triplets. Woo! You land in Canada 6 months pregnant. Yes, 3 months later, 3 children are going to come out. Will you be able to cope with your studies and 3 kids? That is the real question you have to ask yourself and answer. As per pregnancy, there's nothing wrong with it. I remember one student once told me, this student was pregnant. She was going to be delivering sometime in August that particular year. And she was telling me, this happened for real, I'm not making it up. She was telling me that an agent told her that it is still okay for her to travel that August. So I now said, okay, that is totally fine. All right, that is totally fine. You can travel. There's no rule against that, because you will have even given birth. You travel with a child, maybe a 2 weeks old or 1 week old baby. And I say, you as a mother, do you want to travel with a 1-year-old baby to a new country? It's not whether somebody wants you to travel or not. You have to think and plan. If you are 4 months pregnant, 5 months pregnant, you're going to a new country, you may still cope. If you are going with your husband, even better. If there is a way your mom can come with you, oh, awesome. You are going to meet your cousin. Better. You have a relative where you're going to. Good, right? But it doesn't mean that without relative you can't cope. But I'm just asking you to think about it. Think about it before you make your move. Another good thing is that even if you are pregnant, don't stop your study abroad journey. You can apply, get admission, defy it. So I told that lady, I said, continue with the admission process. When you get the admission, you can defy it to January. So that by the time you are traveling, your baby is already like 3 or 4 months old. It will be easier for you to cope as a student. Do you get what I mean? And in this era of online studies, a lot of schools and a lot of countries will allow you to start your study online and then join them, on ground after some time, confirm from your school. But I wouldn't say you should stop. I'll say continue. And based on the situation, you will know exactly what to do next. All right? Next question said, my wife wants to relocate to Canada through the study abroad route with the children, ages 1 and 5 months old. I will believe it's like 1 year and 5 months old. Or with the, okay, anyway, I'm wondering how the children will be 1 and 5 months old anyways. So he says, is it possible to apply for a spousal visa together with my wife and kids, or can I do that after my wife and kids have traveled first? Any of the 2 options are good. You can apply to go with them immediately. You can allow them go, and then you apply to come. The embassy doesn't have a say about that. Let me tell you what the embassy has a say about. If you apply to go with your family, you have to have enough money to take care of yourself and them too, right? That's what the embassy is concerned about. That's what the embassy is concerned about. All right? So, embassy doesn't tell you whether to go with your kids or not. They allow you go with your children or family. That's totally fine. but you have to be sure that you have enough money to cover everybody's expenses. That's where they're going to have problem with you. If you apply to go together and you don't have enough money. All right. All right. Next question says, does seeking admission in multiple universities make it easier to obtain visa? The answer to that question is yes and no. Let me tell you, no. No, because at the end of the day, even if you apply to multiple schools, it's still one school you're going to be applying to. Like that, you're going to use their document to apply for visa. You won't say because two schools gave you admission, you're going to apply for admission for visa with two schools. You still apply with one school, but it helps. How? You're applying to one school. What if that school does not give you admission? So it's always better to apply to multiple schools, right? Not because you need multiple admission to go to embassy, but because you don't want to put all your eggs in one basket. I would say apply to multiple schools, apply to multiple countries. That is Dr. Linda saying. Okay. Let's see. The next question is, if I go with my wife as a dependent in a student visa, when I get there, can I still go? Am I still going to be looking for work permit? The point is that by the time you are applying with your wife, that application process is when you apply for the work permit or work authorization. So by the time you are landing in the country, you already have work permit or work authorization. Do you get what I mean? Yeah. So if you're applying to go with your dependent, what you are going to be given is work permit or work authorization. That's how it works. Okay. Now let's have the next question. So the whole point is that you don't have to go and reach DFS before you start applying for work visa. That's what I'm saying. All right. The next question is, I would like to know what will happen if I defer my student loan payment for a year. What will happen? Well, when you are deferring your student loan payment, you don't just defer it. By the way, when you say you want to defer it for a year, what do you really mean? But I would say that most student loan payments, we ask you to start paying back after you have graduated. Some people say, we even say after you have graduated and then 6 months later before you start paying back. Confirm from your loan body. All right. Now, if you have opportunity to defer it, if you talk to them, if they are on ground reasons why you need to defer, they may be willing to do that for you. The only thing is that the interest of the bank of the study loan will not stop. It may still continue to, the interest will continue to count. But most importantly, before you do that, talk to your loan body. They'll be able to advise you on what the best way to go about it. Don't just default from your student loan. I mean, it's not the best, right? Because those people helped you. So why would you want to mess them up? It's not the best. So talk to them. They'll be able to understand. But it depends on what exactly is going on. If it's that you are working, you are making money, you just don't want to pay them, that's not even good, right? So talk with your student loan body. The next question is, somebody said, Dr. Linda, please, how can one make an application fee to a university in Canada? There is a limit on Naira debit card and the Visa prepaid card of the bank I use, and it's not working. I appreciate your advice. So some people, I don't know if you noticed, this person is asking from Nigeria, but in different African countries, there are different limits, right? There are different limits on maybe the local currency transaction. But I want to tell you that there is no limit on the international card transaction. One option is open an international account, like dollar USD account, get a USD card. There's no limit on that transaction in most countries. Get a USD debit card or debit card, maybe Mastercard or Visa card, Mastercard or Visa card, right? And then so that would be a way to solve the problem. Also, you may be able to make use of the services of some currency exchangers where you pay them in your local currency and they help you pay the school directly. So those are ways to solve that problem. Or you can even look for a friend who has a USD card and then use their card. Ask people around you. Above or go to the bank. All right. All right. So now another question says, Which would you advise, ma, to do a PGD in Nigeria because my degree is HND? If your degree is HND, people are getting masters in UK with HND, masters in US with HND. Why would you want to do PGD first? Alternatively, you can also do PGD in Canada. So it's like, even if you want to do PGD, you can do that PGD abroad. So it's not that because you want to do PGD, then you must stay in your home country and do the PGD first. Because for some people, even completing that PGD is going to take them 2 years plus just to complete the PGD. So if you have HND, what do? Apply for PGD in Canada or masters in US or UK. You know, those are the options. So yes. Next question says, can I travel with my husband while I am pregnant? Can I go to class with pregnancy? The person say asking for a friend. My dear, I know you're not asking for a friend anything. You're asking for yourself. You just don't want people to know that you're pregnant. And that's totally okay. I understand you, sis. But can you travel with your husband while you're pregnant? Yes. That's the answer. Can you go to class while you're pregnant? Yes. There's no limitation on that. So get started. If you have not even started your study abroad dream right now, there is a chance that before your admission come out, you will have given birth already. You see? So I will always advise, start doing what you are doing. When the time comes for you to make a decision, your visa is with you. You can defer the admission. You can start online if things don't work out as you think. Don't let, because you are pregnant, you first wait 9 months later. And when the baby comes, you even be more busy. So baby will come, then another 6 months, 1.5 years later, before you start your study abroad dream. Now that you are pregnant, is even the time for you to use. You may even be on maternity leave or something. Use that time very well. Do your application. If the admission comes out and you are not ready to travel, you defer it to the next semester or to the next year. So you already know that you have your admission. Every other thing can follow. All right. Thank you so much, Tammy Justice. Tammy Justice said, wishing you everything beautiful in this life, dear Linda. Thank you so much. Thank you, Tammy. Okay, we have another question. Somebody said, talking about submitting fake accounts of documents from an organization to the embassy, how will an applicant know that the document which he or she prepared is fake, since it comes from one first time of applying? And I said, because I see the embassy finding out disqualifying or denying visa to the applicant as an eye opener. My question now is, how the applicant will know that the organization who prepared the document at first is fake? Prevention, they say, is better than cure. Thank you. Well. So, how do you know that the document is fake? Even you, when you are going to make a meet, let's say, let me tell you. For example, most of the people that will give you fake document, they will tell you. Not that they will tell you that it's fake, but like if somebody will tell you something like this, my agent is going to prepare a document for you from a bank, or like something, they'll say, oh, we have this company, we'll write it like, they will tell you they are preparing fake document. Even you will know that it's fake document. If let's say, for example, the company you work for, say, I will give you account statement. Do you think it will be fake? The company will give you their own account statement, right? But you went to meet an agent who said he has a company that will give you account statement. Without him saying it is fake document, you know it is fake document. Do you work in that company? No. Do you get what I mean? So when it's fake document, you know it's fake document, right? And so let me just leave it at that. Now, of course, you can have maybe some arrangement with banks and co. Those things are more or less acceptable. You pay them interest on loans and all those things. Those things are acceptable. But when you see people preparing, because I see this, sorry to tell you, I don't want you to think I'm bashing agents, but me and you, we know what is happening in the world. I don't need to inform you about it, right? We see this happen all the time with agents. Not all agents are bad, but how will you know the good one? Not all agents are bad. So how you know the good one is You want to look at what they are doing, their testimonials, who they've worked with before. You want to look at those things. Even when you talk with somebody, when they are telling you, we'll do crooked way like this, even you will know now. Do you get? So I think use your discretion. That's what I'm going to say. Use your discretion. Okay, somebody said, can someone apply for student visa along with family members at the same time? Yes, you can apply for student visa and apply for dependent visa for your family, your husband, your wife, or your children, as the case may be. I see some people, they will say, please, can I apply for my dad? At the same time, they are going. Can I apply for my grandmother? Can I apply for my mother? Can I apply for my cousin? All those people, if you are married, apart from your wife and children, every other person is counted as your extended family. That's the way it is seen. Because now you have a new family. Every other person is like extended family, including your own siblings. Right? So, I would say, only include your immediate family members. I mean, your husband, your wife, or your children specifically. Only include them in the visa you are doing. When you relocate, you can then apply for your mom to come. It doesn't mean your mom can't come, but break it. Think of it. Imagine you're a visa officer. You see somebody. They apply for visa. They added their husband, their children, their mom, their mother-in-law. Even you'll be like, this one's serious, so. You get my point? You have not even finished settling. You are taking an old woman or an old man to go and enter code. It does not make sense. All right? So, for sure, you can apply with your family members. But when I mean family members, husband, wife, or children, every other person, cousin, nephew, boyfriend, leave them alone first. Relocate first, then you can apply for them. If you have boyfriend, you have girlfriend, relocate alone, then you can apply for them for visiting. Or get married and apply as a couple. Right? Now we have the next question. Says, can one use a pension fund account for the approval of funds? It depends. If you are the owner of the money, it depends. It depends. When pension fund account, first of all, I don't understand this question because I don't know what the pension fund account is, and like, not that I don't understand what pension fund account is, but it's like telling somebody, imagine you qualify for pension when you are 65. You are telling somebody, you are 20 now or 25 now, and you're telling somebody, I want to use this money here. They will feel you don't have access to it. If you have money in your pension funds and you truly have access to it, transfer it to your account, show evidence that this came from your pension fund, so that they are seeing the money in your account. Then use it to apply. Don't make things complicated because you will not be there to explain. All right? Okay, magically, I finished this one. I think I should take another one so that maybe in total we will have answered about 30 questions. All right? Should I continue or should I end the live session? Let me ask you in case you're not interested. I have another one. Should I continue or should I end the live session? Oh yeah. Tell me. Tell me now. Should I continue or should I answer another set of questions? Should I continue and answer another set of questions or should I call it a day for now? Are you tired? Let's hear what people are going to say. Let's see. Checking the temperature in the room. I'm checking your temperature. Are you cold and ready to go? Okay, so Emmanuel said continue. Sebum said continue. Michael said continue. Yeah, I'm waiting. Please comment. Sorry. Daniel said continue, please. Choma said go ahead. Okay, nice. Yeah, awesome. Okay, good. Let us fly off. Akita said continue. Yeah, Moses said continue. Okay, I'm gonna continue. Thank you. I'm going to continue. Let's go. Che, let me do this thing you used to do. Wait. continue. Let us continue. Someone said, how long do I have to wait for submission after biometrics? I think they're asking about either Canada biometrics or UK biometrics. So the best way to know is to check the embassy website to see how long it takes for visa processing from your country. It is different for different countries, okay? So check the embassy to see how long it takes for visa processing. Then you can remove the time that let's say that you used to do the biometrics and see what is left. So if embassy tell you that it takes 1 month to process visa for people from your country, all right, and you check, you did biometrics 2 weeks, what is left now? 2 more weeks, right? So you have to wait 2 more weeks. If somebody else did, they said it takes about 2 months to process visa for them, and they did biometrics 2 weeks, they have to wait 6 more weeks to make it 2 months. So the timing depends on how long it takes for visa processing in your country. Okay, yeah. You can calculate that by looking at the embassy's website. Next question says, can someone change career or after a different course entirely? Or offer a different course entirely different from the undergraduate program? 100% you can. You can, and there are processes. So you don't just say, oh, I want to go into nursing. That is very common. Or I want to go into engineering. Don't just say that. There are things to put in place. It is at this stage that I'm going to say, you will benefit from attending our webinar at www.vantagemigration.ca. Just before I did this video that you're watching right now, I interviewed Gabriel, who he read mathematics. He started fashion designing in the last 3 to 4 years, and he relocated to UK, studying MBA in entrepreneurship, right? And clearly he mentioned that during the training at Vantage Migration, he was able to understand how to choose courses. So to avoid headache, come to Vantage Migration. We'll train you on how to choose courses. We train you on how to choose courses. And he mentioned that even at the port of entry to UK, the immigration officer was asking him that there don't seem to be a correlation, and he explained how he broke it down for the immigration officer, and the immigration officer started laughing. You see, because he knew what he did, because he got trained. And so that interview eventually was posted on YouTube, or will be posted on YouTube, depending on where you're watching this. But this is something we do at Vantage Migration. Don't lose out and then go and choose a program. At the end, the wrong program is one of the most common reasons for visa denial. Wrong program, followed by insufficient fund, followed by we don't believe you return to your country. These three, they are the top 3 reasons why people don't get visa. Be careful, get trained. All right. Someone said, how about a nurse who just graduated from School of Nursing, which is not a BSc holder? I think the person is asking if Vantage Migration will work with this person. So, as Vantage Migration, we work with nurses who have BSc only. Why? We handle graduates going for graduate studies or postgraduate studies, which is going for PGD, masters, or PhD. We don't handle undergraduates or people going for undergraduate studies. The problem is that if somebody has, let's say, a diploma, a nursing diploma, what's the program they're going to go for? Maybe an advanced diploma or a BSc. So, by and large, they are still going for undergraduate programs. So, we don't work with those people. We only work with nurses who have BSc right now, meaning they will be going for postgraduate studies. Those are the nurses we work with. Hello, nurses. Tag a nurse to this, okay? Another person said, what if someone applied for a postgraduate diploma program? Is the visa certain? You can get, first of all, you cannot say is the visa certain, because nobody can promise you visa But doing the right thing, we help ensure that you get visa. So that answer is the visa starting means you don't even understand how this visa works. But I would imagine that what you are trying to ask is hope if you apply for PGD or postgraduate diploma, you will not have visa problem. It depends. It depends on the type of postgraduate diploma you apply for. For example, you read engineering. Now you're applying for postgraduate diploma in nursing. You got the admission. Does not mean you get visa. Somebody else, let's say, you were doing fashion designing. You apply for postgraduate diploma in business. That will not be. You will not have visa problem based on program that you applied for. So it's not about the PGD. It's about whether the PGD aligns with your background. Do you get? So if it aligns, then you don't have a problem. And I would let you know that postgraduate diploma is very different from ordinary diploma, like diploma. Diploma is usually programs that people that finish from high school can do, or people that finish from secondary school can do. Postgraduate diploma means you have to be a graduate to apply for it. So there are two different programs, even though sometimes some people get them confused. If you're a graduate and you apply for diploma program, you are likely going to run into problems. All right? So let's see. The next question says, what are the conditions and requirements to attain a scholarship in Canada and the precepts or principles to acquire such a good access to education? Okay, so at Vantage Migration, we teach you how to secure admission, scholarship, study loan, and all the things you need in order to really successfully relocate abroad. So I'm going to ask the person asking this question, and you who may also have the same question, please attend our free webinar at www.vantagemigration.ca. Okay, www.vantagemigration.ca. Attend that webinar so that you will know exactly how to get started, how other people got their scholarship, how I got my scholarship, how students are getting their scholarship. If you're following this page, Dr. Linda Iheme's page on Instagram and Facebook, you would have noticed that we are always posting people who are getting scholarship these days. So it is possible for you. It was for me, and I'm here to teach you how it happened. Okay, so somebody said, what will a diploma graduate of social work, what will it take a diploma graduate of social work to gain admission in UK, US? So when the person says diploma graduate, the question is not clear. Are you a graduate from social work, meaning you have bachelor's, or you just did a diploma in social work? These two differ. If you just did a diploma in social work, you can apply for advanced diploma or BSc social work, advanced diploma in social work, BSc in social work. The only thing is that we as Vantage Migration, we don't handle undergraduates, right? So, but if you're a graduate of social work, meaning you did undergraduate studies in social work, we can work with you. And you can apply for postgraduate diploma, social work, or any other program, masters in social work, or any other program that is program of best fit. It doesn't mean it's only social work you can do because your undergraduate is social work. So the person confused me, but I've answered the question irrespective of what that person meant to ask. Okay, thank you so much. Now let's see. Somebody said, please, can you explain about the process of visa application and what happens when the person land in the country of study? Oh, process of visa application. Well, this is what happens after you've gotten your admission and you want to. Visa simply means permission to enter the country. That's what visa means. So generally, the embassy will tell you the documents to submit based on the country you are going to. The documents UK will ask you for may not exactly be the same document that US or Canada will ask you for, or Australia or Poland. Different countries may have their different variations, okay? But by and large, they ask you for documents. You provide those documents, boom, they give you the visa, you travel. That's how it works. But there is no simple way to explain this to you until you go through the process. So instead of asking about this, I'm going to ask you to start get started on your study abroad journey immediately, you can go to our free webinar at www.vantagemigration.ca. All right, that's how to get started. So get started and you will learn. One thing I like so much in life is doing something in a step-by-step manner. You see, this person is asking you what will happen when the person lands in the country of study. Admission you have not applied for, a scholarship you've not gotten. You've not even reached visa stage. You've not qualified for study visa, talk less of applying for it. Do you see what I mean? So get started. Step by step. That is how I achieve things in life. Maybe that's why my philosophy is like that. I simply believe in step by step, because if you load all this information in your head, you don't, hey, they say when I come there, I'm supposed to call Uber to take me to my house. How does that concern you now? How will that help you? Go and start application first. And when you get to the stage of Uber, you will see that you will understand how to call Uber. And most people, you can even get assistance from your school. Your graduate coordinator can help you. Sometimes they will link you up to an international student. Like at University of Waterloo, for example, my graduate coordinator, he always used to link international students to me. So when they say an international student is coming and maybe they have questions, they'll just write a connecting email. That's how I'll start talking with those international students. So graduate coordinators can do that. Once you apply to a school and you get the admission, you can ask the graduate coordinator to link you up with an international student in that department. I don't know if you follow me on my social media, you will have seen the student leadership award that I won. That was part of what made me win those the scholarship. The award, because I was always helping students. So we even formed an international student group and all that with other people as well. So this is how it works. Okay, this is how it works. Step by step. You will receive help all along, but follow the step-by-step format to guarantee success. All right. Thank you so much to all the people that have been sending me stars. Soju Clarice, wow. Thank you for sending me stars. I saw other people that sent me stars. Oh my God. Let me celebrate them. Oh my God, thank you so much for sending me stars. I see, if you send any star you are sending me, God will shower you with 10 times of those stars this week. It's not even going to wait till when you come to heaven. This week is going to shower you with stars. Woo! There somebody, Adeni is asking for my phone number. Adeni, you please chat inbox. I don't do phone number. Chat inbox. Don't easily get carried away by somebody giving you phone number. Chat inbox. That's how to contact me. Now let me continue. Thank you. Thank you so much for all the stars. Thank you so much. Okay, thank you so much. Oh my God, thank you. Okay. Okay, so the next question is, due to the new Canadian immigration law for international students, what is the feasibility of becoming a PR? Thank you. Now, when somebody asked this, I was asking the person, I said, what is the new law? All the new laws that Canada has made so far is favoring international students. All right? All the new laws that Canada has made recently, all of them are favoring international students. So when somebody says something like the new law and how will it sounds like it's a negative thing. But I don't know the law the person is talking about. But whatever law you are seeing is favoring international students right now. Oh my God. Did you see that star party? So many people have been sending stars. Oh my far making me so happy right now. So, whatever laws that Canada has made is favoring international students. So, by the way, make sure you keep yourself up to date. But there's nothing to worry about. All right. Now, somebody said my transcript and my passport are still being processed. It will be ready by March. Somebody's writing me. Please, I want to know if I can still meet up with September admission if it's too late. Well. To do applications, you need your transcript. You don't need your transcript to start the study abroad process. Like, let me give you an example. Let's say this person is going to take Vantage Migration training, which is a 30 days training. Instead of them sitting like this, waiting for transcript to be out, you can start the training. At the same time that you are asking this question, right, you can do international passport express, so that maybe 2 weeks or 1 week or as the case may be, even if it's 6 weeks, your passport is out. You don't need passport to get admission, but when you get to the visa stage, you will need passport. So, because you don't need passport to get admission, you not having passport should not prevent you from starting. You need transcript to do the school application. You need transcript to do the school application. However, you don't need transcript to start Vantage Migration training. And your transcript may take 2 weeks, 1 month, 3 weeks, as the case may be, days. Why not parallel it with your training? What a lot of students do is that they start the Vantage Migration training, right? Of course, which you start by going to www.vantagemigration.ca. They start the Vantage Migration training. They apply for their transcript. Even sometimes some of them we can tell them exactly how others are able to get their transcript, and they follow it. We have some secret sauce. So they will follow that method, right? Meaning, even starting the Vantage Migration training, we give you access to Vantage Migration and what we can help you do to even make your transcript faster. Because if you sit down there, you're waiting for transcript. It's not the best. You're waiting for transcript, it's not the best. Get started. Parallel many things. You're talking about timing. So you have to move fast. And you can see, like, depending on when somebody is seeing this, the whole point is never you wait to be doing like the things you need to do, and you now say, oh, when you finish doing this one, you do this one. Especially if those things you can start them all at once. Like, if you apply for your transcript, all you have to do is apply for the transcript and wait. You see, apply for the transcript and wait. So no need to sit down and wait until transcript come out. What are you doing with the time you are using to wait? What people do, they start their training, they apply for their transcript. While they're waiting for their transcript, they apply for their passport, do express. So they're waiting for passport, they're waiting for transcript, training is going on. Before training is over, transcript is out. All right? They use their transcript, do application. Before they finish all these things, passport is out, they apply for visa. So that's the way to get about it. Thank you so much, everybody. Now, the next question says, Dr. Linda, do you assist mature students? I mean, those over 45 years of age. It depends. If you are coming through study abroad, we work with you, because study abroad does not have an age limit. Okay? Study abroad does not have an age limit. So even if you are 45 years old, you can study abroad. Even if you are I don't want to say 100 years old, but you get what I mean. Like, nobody says you can't go to school because you're 50 years. Nobody says that. So age is not a barrier to the study abroad route. That's the summary. Age is not a barrier to the study abroad route, okay? So somebody now said, please, Dr. Linda, please, can someone study abroad with NECO result? First of all, if you're going for graduate studies, you don't need WAEC or NECO. This is what I was telling somebody. The person said, no, I'm asking you if you can actually I'm asking you if you can use NECO and whatever. I said, you don't need it. You don't need it. So it's not about whether you can use NECO or whether you can use WAEC. You don't need any of them. If you're going for graduate studies, If you are going for undergraduate studies, you are likely to need it. You don't need it if you are going for graduate study. And because Advantage Migration, we handle graduates, we tell our followers, you don't need it. All right? Thank you so much. Now, somebody say, I would like to know what it takes for an estate management to fit into the system in Canada after getting masters. I'll be privileged to access student loan to actualize. Lastly, want to relocate as a family. So in summary, this person is asking, the person studied estate management or want to study estate management, whether they will be able to fit in. It turns out that a very good friend of mine that I was chatting with this week said to me that he read estate management, and now guess what? He's a realtor in Canada. He told me he read estate management as BSc. All right, estate management BSc, or even if it's estate management master's, and he is a real estate person, right? So why is this information important? If you read estate management, or you want to read estate management, you can, at least one place you can enter the system is by being a realtor. And realtor here, they make money, especially if you are focused on it, not just that you do it part-time. You make money, right? So whoa, what, I'm so happy we had that conversation. Now, if not, I wouldn't have known what to answer you. Oh, that's good. That's good. And in terms of whether you can get loan, it depends on the school you're applying to. So Advantage Migration, we can show you the schools that are loan eligible. In terms of whether you can relocate as a family, these are all part of that same question. Yes, you can relocate as a family. So it's like reading estate management has nothing to do with relocation as a family. There's a process for that. So yes. You can come here with your family, study. If you want loan, you can get study loan as an international student. When you finish, you can integrate into the system, at least as a realtor, apart from other things you can do as well. So why not? Come on. Come. Okay. The next question is, does schooling for postgraduate in Canada have age restriction if you are 50 and above? No, it does not have age restriction, because study in general does not have age restriction. All right? Does not have age restriction. All you have to do is start by going to our free webinar at www.vantagemigration.ca. Attend our webinar and you'll be able to see what to do next. Okay? Thank you so much. The next question is, what are the do's and don'ts to avoid a visa rejection? There are so many do's and don'ts. But one thing I want to assure you is that we, as Vantage Migration, we have gone an extra length to prepare visa solutions for people who went through Vantage Migration training to secure admission, study loan, scholarships, and the rest. So if you're a Vantage Migration student, you will have access to a visa solution. But of course, we want you to have implemented what you learned from us, got to your admission, then return back to us inbox, right? And we'll show you what to do next in order to make sure that your visa, you don't have visa problem. And I keep saying that if you don't start with us, we cannot help you at the visa stage. We are very strict on that. No amount of begging will change it. If you want to work with Vantage Migration, you have to start with us. If you meet us halfway, you must start afresh, or you finish it on your own. And if you're looking for how to start, go to www.vantagemigration.ca. That is how to start, okay? All right, so let's do, so somebody said, I am from Sierra Leone. Is there any package for us Sierra Leoneans? Because have been trying to get your attention. Hey, shout out to all Sierra Leoneans. If you're Sierra Leonean and you're watching this clip right now, please can you type, I'm a Sierra Leonean, can you type it in the comment box? Shout out to Sierra Leoneans. By the way, we help all English speaking Africans right now. Even if you're from like Jamaica, we still work with you, right? And because why are we saying that? Because if you can speak English, meaning you can understand what I'm saying now without an interpreter, then we can work with you. Even if you're not an African, we can still work with you, because it's not as if what we are doing is restricted to Africans. But I would say that majority of our customers are from Africa, right? So it's not only Nigerians or Ghanaians or Cameroonians that we work with. We work with, Sierra Leoneans, Liberians, people from Rwanda, Uganda, Zambia, Zimbabwe, so many, South Africa, people from different countries come to us and we work with them. Jamaica, and as the case may be. Provided you can hear English, that is awesome. We work with you. So feel free to go to www.vantagemigration.ca. www.vantagemigration.ca. Get started, and once you finish the webinar, you can chat us inbox. But start with the webinar. That's the first step. All right, for all Africans. I know somebody else is going to ask me, oh, what about people from so and so country? If you can hear me, that is the litmus test. If you can hear me without an interpreter, we can work with you. And why is it that maybe if you predominantly speak French, maybe you don't know how to speak English, we can't work with you? Why? I cannot teach you shamefully. Shamefully, I don't know how to speak French, at least not fluently yet. I wish I do, right? But I don't. So because of that, we will not be able to teach you. If you ask questions, I won't be able to answer you. You see, this is why. But for sure, this is possible. Okay. Right. So now let's do the next question. The next question is, I studied education in French. Oh my God, that's the next question. I studied education in French. Is it possible I switch to a health-related course outside the country without any health basic knowledge? No. It's not the best, except you already have a health background. It's not the best. However, you can go with French. If you speak French fluently, let me tell you, if you speak French fluently, there are people who are looking for French speakers to join their lab. For example, you can go into something like public health, because public health is an interdisciplinary program. If you go into public health and you are not talking about utilizing your French and English, for public health purposes, maybe public health policy, and all those kind of things, right? You will find a way. I know somebody that studied French, and the person studied French, and the person applied to the Faculty of Environment, and the person is working with a professor that is into carbon tax. So it turns out that in Canada is English and French speaking. So most people are English speaking or French speaking. So when you are English speaking and you study French, what happens? You are bilingual. You are like hot cake. But don't just say because you study French, you must go and do masters in French. Masters in French because you study French. That will not really make you hot cake, because everybody applying for masters in French also studied French and studied French too. Do you get what I mean? However, you can find interdisciplinary programs that you can attach yourself to. But if you go through Vantage Migration, for example, we can show you how to mend your CV so that it can enter what you are trying to go into. For example, let me give you an example. You want to go into public health, you studied French. What do? You can take some courses, some online courses in public health area. All right? Put them on your CV. Now you have French in your BSc. Now you have online courses in public health. Now you're applying for public health. Maybe you're going into public health policy. You can even go into carbon tax, things that have to do with politics, where they need French speakers and English speakers, right? Even so I'm specifically answering this question of somebody who said they studied education in French and they want to go into health-related program. That's what I'm talking about, public health. And even that carbon tax, carbon tax has to do with climate change. right? Climate change, climate action, carbon, when they say releasing carbon into the atmosphere. So this past student of ours that studied French went into environment, went into the faculty of environment, applied to work with a professor under carbon tax, and truth be told, she told me that they were treating her like hot cake. Hot cake. Professors are dragging her because everybody wants somebody that is bilingual. So if you study French, your superpower is that you are bilingual. Your superpower is that you're bilingual. And the way to utilize that superpower is by going into fields where people that have French and English don't usually apply all the time. All right? If you want to do masters in French, everybody coming for masters in French studied French anyways. You won't be special. But once you go into all these interdisciplinary programs, they will drag you like hot cake. And that student, carbon tax, environment, scholarship. If you are going for public health policy, all those things, scholarship. Right? It's about how you structure your CV. You have to use your brain. And if you come to Vantage Migration, we'll show you at least how to do courses that you can add. We can show you how to do courses that you can add to your CV to help the transition so that it's not sudden. It's not like I studied French, now I want to apply for health program. No, it will be I studied French and I have done these public health programs and now I want to study public health. You see, the transition will be moderate. It will be slopey instead of just like a jump cut. So go to www.vantagemigration.ca. Go to www. Oh, I see. There is a please, if you are watching this and you know our if you are watching this clip and you know the correct address to our website, can you type it out? www.vantagemigration.ca. Please type it out. Okay. So somebody say, how possible is it to migrate from UK to Canada after my master's course? I want to know the possible route. I will be going to UK, but I really want to reside in Canada permanently. Yes. So yes, if you're going to UK, you want to migrate to Canada, there are one of two options. You either can take another program in Canada after you finish your UK program, or you can one moment. You can do that, or you can apply through what they call the federal skilled workers. You can apply through federal skilled workers. All right. So that federal skilled workers gives you the advantage of applying with your masters that you don't have, right? And you can use it to migrate to Canada. So I'll say among all routes, two possible routes. You can take another program in Canada, or you can go through the federal skilled workers. Because you now have a master's, you'll be able to qualify. All right. Another question says, I need to know which course are suitable or can make it easier to get full scholarship. I'm worried for my course, which is accounting. Go to www.vantagemigration.ca. Join our program. We'll train you on how to get admission, scholarship, study loan, even if you don't get full scholarship, or if you don't even get scholarship at all. Even how to get cheap programs that you can fund by yourself. So there are many options. The real problem is lack of information for you. Not that those things don't exist. All right? Go to www.vantagemigration.ca. Okay? Somebody said, what are the important credentials I will need to study abroad for my postgraduate studies? Again, this is something we teach at Vantage Migration. Go to www.vantagemigration.ca to attend our free webinar that we explain to you the things you need and what exactly to do next in a step-by-step manner. All right? Attend our free webinar today. So there we have, as a graduate, must I sit for IELTS before getting a scholarship? IELTS is a test of English language, your ability to speak English. It has nothing to do with your ability to think or reason. It's not connected to scholarship in any way. In summary, you don't need scholarship. You don't need that year TS to get scholarship. All right. You don't even need that year TS to study abroad. Woo! Yes, that's part of the magic that we do, right? Advantage Migration. So go to www.vantagemigration.ca. All right, www.vantagemigration.ca. Woo! So we have come. I have treated a lot of questions today. Wow! Amazing! Please drop some stars, because we're about to go right now. There are many more, but next time when I come live, I'm going to do more. Drop some stars, okay? Yes. Thank you so much for taking our time, staying with me, and we practically went through over 30 questions, and giving answers to this. This is so beautiful. I look forward to my next question and answer session with you. If you're watching this on my YouTube, check through my YouTube channel to see other questions that we've answered, other videos that we have. Also, check the description of this video for the links we're going to add there. For people that were asking for link to our free webinar, I'm going to add it to the description of this video. Again, this is Dr. Linda Iheme. I'm an educational consultant with Vantage Migration. Myself and my team, we train graduates who want to relocate abroad on how to secure admission, scholarship, study loan, and everything they need in order to successfully relocate, including mentoring you. Because sometimes, it's like, sometimes they call it black swan, meaning, how did they come up with that name? Swans are usually white, SWAN, swan. They are usually white, but black swan means something that is rare. So once in a while, on your study abroad journey, you will meet a black swan, meaning something that is not regular, something that is just happening to you. You see my point? Just you specifically. What happens is that once you meet something like that, you may not be able to handle it. You may be able to handle it with what we teach you, but at least you have a mentor. You have what you can write to us. You can email me. Boom, we'll be able to assist you. You can chat me inbox. We'll be able to assist you because you went through Vantage Migration. So the advantages of going through Vantage Migration are endless. We support you to the maximum of our strength until you actually relocate. So do well to attend our free webinar, www.vantagemigration.ca. And if you've attended that webinar and you still have a couple of questions, no problem. Just chat us on Instagram at Dr. Linda Iheme. That's DrLindaIheme at Dr. Linda Iheme is a verified Instagram account. That's the fastest, easiest way, best way to contact us so that you get your answer fast. So attend the webinar. That is the first step. Even if you chat us without attending the webinar, right? Even if you chat us without attending the webinar, we're still going to send you back to the webinar. But once you've completed the webinar and you have questions, feel free to chat us. We'll be happy to assist you, whatever that may be. Well. See, I don't feel like going, but see, I like this, my work. I don't talk. My throat won't break. Yet, I am still here with you. But that's what happens. That's what happens when you love what you do, right? As you can see, very awesome to be an educational consultant. Love you. Stay tuned. Now, let me give you an assignment. Hello? Let me give you an assignment. You that stayed till now, I know you enjoyed this, right? You enjoyed it. Copy the link to this video and send it to somebody who have many study abroad questions, or they've just been telling you, I have study abroad, I want to study abroad, I want to do this. Send them the link to this video. Just copy the link, send it to them, say, Happy New Week. Send it to the person, so that they will learn from it. They will learn from it. If they have more questions, they should feel free to chat us inbox by following that link you sent to them to identify the right channel. That's why I asked you to send them link instead of just telling them come to Dr. Linda Iheme's page. Copy this link, send it to you, or share the link on your, even if you don't know a specific person, click share button right now, share the link on your profile so that other people will benefit from it. That is all I ask from you. Is that too much to ask? No. No. All right. Take good care of yourself. I love you.